The Pool of London is one of the busiest waterways in the world, and it hides a terrible secret. In the late 1600s, plague came to London. For the rich, it was easy. They hopped into their carriages and disappeared into the countryside, but they still died. For other people, the ordinary people, all they could do was bar their doors and hope the disease didn't get in. But there were a few others, those desperate and determined enough to get their families out of harm's way. In 1665, a group of Jewish families pooled their money together and went in search of transport on the Thames. They found a skipper, a captain of a large rowing boat, who was willing to take them out of the city. He took their money, ushered them into the boat, and then set sail. But at some point, the mist rolled in and the rowing boat drifted. It veered off towards one of the sandbanks where it ground itself. At this point, the captain pulled out a knife and demanded more money, but the families had no more. "Then drown in your Jew money," he said, snarling, kicking them off his boat. As the tide started to rise, the families panicked. They screamed for help. One woman held her child above her head, desperate to save the infant from drowning. Eventually, they all sank beneath the surface. But that's not the end of this story. In 1791, a skipper of a small boat says he saw a hand rise from the river near the sandbank where the families had disappeared. He also heard whispers echoing through the night. In more modern times, walkers along the River Thames claim to hear screams and cries coming from the pool at the dead of night. What do you think? The ghosts of the Pool of London? Myth or a true story? Let me know in the comments.